Hi, my name's Simon Cullinane and I'm the Community Connector with the Southern Grampian Shire Council. My role was created 6 months ago due to the coronavirus, and it's a state government funded role, and I began this role in mid-July with the view of helping people within our shire that needed support, whether it be practical, emotional or social support that was needed. During the past few months, I've been conducting fortnightly meetings with the counselling team from the Francis Hewitt Community Centre. They had identified that there had been a major increase in referrals to their team, predominantly most of them being children or students from around our local area. And when you look at what the children have been through, or the students have been through within our shire in the last sort of 8 months, a lot of them have had to homeschool at home for the first time ever. A lot of them have had no interaction with their friends. And lastly, all of the children would have been at home in the home environment 24/7 for many months. This possibly, in a lot of cases, would have had an impact on family environments, and all of these things combined has put some stress and strain on the children. So our message, along with the team from the Francis Hewitt Community Centre, is this Christmas, please work hard at putting some confidence and reconnection back into your children.
We've seen a rise in referrals upon the return of children to school, and we can all acknowledge we've had a very difficult year. We've had many different experiences for parents, for children's own learning, and the stresses that come out of this environment, of some cabin fever. So now we're coming back to the recovery stage. We'd like parents to help and support their kids in rebuilding confidence after a very difficult year. And we have the rest of our team to give you some tips.
The whole remote learning experience, I think, was a very different experience for each individual child. For some kids, the idea of not going to school was fantastic. For other kids, the lack of school caused quite a bit of anxiety and stress. And on the flip side of that, as we moved through the different stages of isolation and lockdown, there was anxiety for some at the concept of going back to school for a raft of reasons, which may include feeling inadequate or awkward, or just not coping with the structure of it all. And for other kids, there would have been a sense of relief to have that back in their lives. So I guess from a counsellor's perspective, what we have had to do is adapt in our management of helping these kids and their parents in adjusting to this new world that we're facing at the moment. We really want to help and support parents to help their kids to build on the resilience and the strength that they've developed in this crazy past year, and to put the confidence back into our children moving forwards.
2 key messages I'd like to put forward. Firstly, about connection. So taking time to reconnect with the wider family, taking time to reconnect with your friends. Really important. It does help ground us into who we are as a person and our own identity. I also like to bring home the message about confidence and finding time for yourself to do things that make you feel strong, make you feel better about yourself, and also helping others around you. There's a lot of evidence about pursuing activities which builds our confidence, and it's about having a flow experience. What this means is about doing activities which pitch the right level of risk and within your abilities. So pursuing these activities that provide a flow type experience does allow you to feel good in yourself and help your self-esteem and confidence moving forward. So a flow experience for someone who plays cricket might be about bowling the perfect shot. A flow experience for someone who does arts and crafts might be about painting a perfect landscape. So it's a flow experience at that time when it feels like time stands still. They're just enjoying that moment.
Reflecting back over COVID-19, I guess I think back to the camping trips where everything went wrong as a child, and I realised that whilst I'd been on trips before where we went to Queensland and we had wonderful trips where a lot of dollars was spent, it was the camping trip where everything went wrong that really comes back to mind, and how we gelled as a family together. And I guess this COVID-19 is an experience that brings adversity to all of us as one, and we may look back in the future and reflect on just how we grew as a family, and everyone experienced something different. The take-home message from all this is that what we can do over the school holidays period is to just work as a family together towards developing the competence of the kids, rather than sending them off to different adventures and things where they're doing it individually. Do it as a family, because that, at the end of the day, will develop the competence in the kids where they're supported in taking that risk and taking that challenge.
Just to bring home the message of building connection and confidence within your own children over the Christmas period is something that parents can do. So celebrate the activities that you do. We've given you a gratitude journal connected to this, so 3 easy questions you can ask yourself each day for 7 days just to celebrate what you're doing. And we also have linked a list of resources for important services. There are many services that can help children and their mental health. We've got great services in Hamilton, and please connect to this link, and you'll find podcasts and e-resources to help you along the way.
We hope that all the kids in 2021 have a lot brighter and more confident year. Happy Christmas to everyone.